Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name's Gary. I hope you're all doing well. England versus Andorra tonight. I can't wait. I mean, the starting lineup is out. What's everyone thinking? Quite an interesting starting lineup. Ground looks absolutely empty, which is weird as well. How are we all? Let's get the score thing ready. I've got a few things I'm struggling here with the live streamer still. Here we go. Josh, evening, mate. Andrew, evening. Why call up 3 right backs to play Jones at right back? Good question. Did Kane really have to start? I would have liked Tony up front, Henderson, really. Look, I've seen the things, but look, it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't massively matter. Because no matter who, I mean, what are we learning? One of the things I wanted to ask is what are we likely to learn from this match tonight, regardless of who plays? And it's Andorra. You know, it should be an easy victory. I am slightly disappointed. I mean, obviously, Harry Kane starting up front. It was an opportunity to maybe look at somebody else, but Cole Palmer. So you've got Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke and Morgan Rogers. You'd expect then Cole Palmer's probably going to play in that 10 role, don't you? And Madueke out wide, Rogers on the other side. Henderson's an interesting one, given the fact that, I mean, Gallagher probably would have started, wouldn't he? National anthem for England. Save our gracious King. Long live our noble King. Sorry, I'm butchering this, aren't I? Can't believe how empty the ground is. England fans in good voice. Happy birthday, Darius. Hopefully England win tonight. Well, it will be an England win tonight, won't it? Did anyone see the Italy result last night? 3-0. They've lost 3-0 again. Well, not again, but they've lost. They're already at the risk of not getting to a third successive World Cup, but shocking result. Expect a lot of second half, says Panther. Yeah, I'd agree with you there, mate. Seeing if I recognise anyone in the ground. Yeah, well, no, there is someone I did recognise. Massive away contingent. I can't believe how dead that ground is. That's ridiculous. So as the Andorran national anthem plays out, should I be quiet here? I'm not quite sure. I've got my TV down lower now today, guys. I don't know if you've seen, but I would like the past games I've been like looking up there, and I've got it over here now. So I haven't got a neck like a giraffe come the end of it. Andy, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed as he isn't starting, really. He's had a good season, hasn't he? But at the same time, it's exciting to see Morgan Rogers probably, have a run out. I'm just having a look, because obviously the one that's already coming out is why is Jordan Henderson playing? You're looking at the bench. I mean, Declan Rice has been rested. There's not really, is there, another holding midfielder because Gallagher's not in this squad today. So it's just a logical choice left, isn't it? I mean, you could argue why do we need like a holding midfielder anyway? But the only thing Tuchel can take from this is emphasising his system in terms of what he wants to play. That's it. So you can argue that why isn't he played like 10 strikers or whatever? You know what I mean? He's gone, why play Bellingham and Henderson? Why not play like Bellingham and, I don't know. I'm just looking at the bench. Stick Eze on, for example, or I don't know, whoever. Just the only thing he can do is enforce a system. Last time out, obviously, it was all about the wingers. So it'll be interesting to see what he's expecting from Madueke and Morgan Rogers. He wants everything to come, or he wanted everything to come from out wide last time out. So let's see if he's going to ask the same tonight. Will he sort of mix it up a bit? I mean, it is one of those, like I keep saying, what are we learning from tonight? Italy are so poor nowadays, says Andrew Joyce. I thought there was turning a corner, if I'm honest with you, but obviously not. There's obviously as well a huge game in this group taking place tonight, which is of course Albania versus Serbia. It's a bit later on. Crazy match that it's allowed to take place actually, but that is obviously going to have big implications for England, potentially come the result. I mean, just showing the starting lineup again. ITV and commercial breaks, honestly, it's crap in it. Welcome everybody. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Join the conversation. Hi, Crystal. Nice to have you on, mate. This is nice. This is nice. I can't live streaming an England game. It's been cool doing the last few games, but yeah, this is bang on. I mean, Tuchel saying he wants to suffocate Andorra. Andorra. Do you know what I mean? I am really surprised, to be honest with you, that there's not more tickets been sold for this. I mean, if you were Spanish and you're in Barcelona and let's say you're England and Spain are playing some, I don't know, low team in your local stadium, you'd go down and have a look, wouldn't you? Kick off anyway. Hang on, I need to be ready with my timer. Let's move this forward a little bit. There we go. Straight on the attack for England here. Norway 3, Italy 0. Another crazy result. The season of upsets. Yeah, it's certainly looking like that at the minute, isn't it? Uzbekistan and Jordan qualifying for the World Cup for the first time ever. I mean, it's great, but we all know why teams are qualifying for the first time ever is because it's a bloated World Cup, or it's the new extended World Cup, should we say. So here's Madueke, who looks like he's playing on the left. Bellingham with a shot. Comfortable. So I'm just going to spend a couple of minutes here looking at who's playing where, what the setup is, because, yeah, that's the only thing I'm really looking at tonight. Goals should surely come. Surely. I mean, I think Dan Burn playing at centre-back's an interesting one. He shows he likes Dan Burn, doesn't he? He does like Dan Burn. And I thought, they're not going to get challenged, I keep saying this, but a centre-back pairing to establish one, is this sort of an indication of what he's trying to... Colwill and Dan Burn, does he like the balance that them two have? The height and the strength of one versus probably the agility and a little bit more pace of the other? Mind you, China usually reached the third round of Asian World Cup qualifying. Might finish last in Group C versus Japan, Australia, Saudi, Indonesia and Bahrain. The world of football is tightening up. Could be right there, mate. I mean, Jones. Why? It's crazy that... It's really crazy that he's picked Curtis Jones. Really crazy. Reece James trying to dink the ball forward. Oh my God. Andorra just absolutely turned us inside out here. And yeah, it's a foul. Sneaky Cruyff turn in middle at park. Here's England now. Well, who's this? Bellingham, but it's intercepted and it's going to be a corner, really, from nothing there. Bosnia only beat San Marino 1-0. Well, Saf, I'm expecting more than 1-0 tonight, mate, because that is a shocking result for Bosnia. Good view of the England fans there behind the goal. Come on, let's get an early goal. Let's get an early goal. Let's make it a night of... let's get a bag full of goals tonight. Come on. Palmer with the ball in. He's come back out to... No, he's offside. Jesus Christ. I mean, well, it wasn't a bad ball in. Keeper's done well, I think. Bosnia beat Romania in the previous international break. There's Gallagher and Saka. Disappointing, is it? I'll be honest with you. We know what Saka can do, and ultimately he's going to the World Cup. There's nothing to be learned from Saka playing tonight. But Gallagher, I'd have loved to have seen Gallagher tonight, given the fact that we're playing Henderson in the minute in the middle of the park. And obviously he's moved to Atletico Madrid this year and how well apparently he's been playing. I think I'd have really enjoyed to... I'd have loved to have seen him tonight, essentially. Colwell definitely looks like a starter, doesn't he, under Tuchel? Big fan, Thomas Tuchel. Madueke with a loose ball. Here's Palmer. Come on, Palmer. Good run out for Palmer tonight. Don't get many run outs for England. It's a ball over the top here. Here we go. Oh! I couldn't quite figure out where it had gone then. It fell to Kane. Good move, that, from England. Here we go. Good little back heel from Bellingham. Who's that for, too? Is it? No, I mean, Curtis Jones, we're saying he's playing right back, but I don't think he's going to be anywhere near right back this evening. Same as Reece James. I mean, Andorra's never scored against England. And I'd be devastated to see that change tonight. Konza. I mean, who is playing? It's he's picked Konza tonight, not Colwell, but who is the starting? These two centre backs, are these experimental? Is he giving them a run out? Does he want to? You know, Gahey's not had a look in again, but and this is under Tuchel. I'd have thought the back four would have been something he really wanted to get cemented, regardless of whether they're going to be pressured tonight. And there's Jones, nowhere near right back, as I've said. Here's Bellingham. Oh, my God, he's brilliant. Brilliant. Oh. Can't get the ball off him, Andorra. Too strong, too good. I'm a lot less inclined to criticise a manager who won Champions League with Mount, Kai and Werner than one who relegated Middlesbrough in England. Yeah, now I think a lot of people probably are with you on that. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a fan of Dan Burn at the back. I think he's got a role to play. I think he's a sub you bring on if you need a goal, maybe, but you still want to keep it tight at the back. Hiya, Faisal, you alright, mate? Thank you. Good of you to join me tonight. England look quite sloppy here, if I'm honest with you, at the back. I'm not sure that wasn't a free kick to Andorra. What do we reckon, everyone? 10 minutes in? Good start? Techers only. Henderson is garbage. Where is Kobe Mainoo? He's a baller. He's not had the greatest season. That's a nasty challenge, that is. So Madueke's won a free kick. I'd like to see England get an early goal here, because what I don't want is just everyone ripping him if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes in, because there's so many negative people online. I like that. Andorran keeper's kit. Right, come on then. Who we're picking out here? Dan Burn, is he up? Palmer's going to be taking this by the looks of it. Well, there's someone on the floor at the back post. Konzu on the floor. He's appealing for something. I mean, is the VAR? Not sure there is. I mean, they are wrestling. Can't really see very well, though, from that angle. It looks like 6 of one and half a dozen of the other to me. Oh, they are checking. They are checking. I mean, come on. Jesus. Oh, play on. I don't want a 10-minute free kick against Andorra. Penalty, sorry. I don't want that. I want us to score from open play. Let's... I think a lot of the England fans today have got sore heads from what I've seen on a group chat today. I think the football's got in the way. I mean, look at this, look. There's just one player at the back for England here. Bellingham is class. I mean, it doesn't seem as keen that everything has to come out wide at the minute. England are probing, but look, this just, you can see there's 11 men behind the ball, isn't there? There's Palmer with about 10 players on him. He's got the ball in, though. Oh, Palmer's done brilliantly there. Bloody Lee Dixon on comms, honestly. Like acid for your ears, isn't it? It's good to see Reece James, you know, a couple of consecutive England squads. Don't know when the last time that happened. It's a good player, though, isn't it? It's a good ball. It's a great ball to Jones. Oh, no, it's Rodgers. Good run, though. Really good run. Rodgers looks lively. Looks sharp. Some height in that England squad if you're looking, but got to be Dan Burn here. Honestly, who likes Lee Dixon? It's a ball in. Oh, I thought you were going to hit it. Madueke. What an effort. Good save. Surely that's a free kick to Andorra. I'm surprised they haven't got that there. That another corner? Yeah, another corner for England. Looked like he was a lot more central, Madueke, when he hit that from the original camera angle. Another corner. I mean, Dan Burn, Jesus. He's massive, isn't he? Running on the end of that. Referee's having a word with somebody here. Oh, with Morgan Rogers for some reason. Rogers is a hell of a lot taller than what I thought he was, to be fair. Right, come on then. Haven't found an England player yet. One of these corners. Here's Palmer with the ball in, and it's nearly dropped to Kane. Madueke gets it back in first time. Ooh. Thought Andorra on the break then. I mean, there's three players at the back there for England now. James, Burn and Konza, but they are trying to press us, Andorra. They're not completely sitting back. As soon as it comes past the halfway line, they're pressing. Hey, Charlie, mate. Good, thank you. Hope you are too. England fans in great voice. Kane. Madueke's going to do well to keep this in, and he has. Another corner. Yeah. What other country would take 7,000 fans to Andorra away? Honestly. Palmer with the ball in. Oh, it's flapping about. Thought it was just going to forward someone. But he's just cleared it back to Palmer. Another corner. How many corners is that now? And have we won a single header? Can you remember when we were legit at set pieces? Like, we scored so many goals from set pieces. This is now our 10th corner against Andorra, and I don't think we've won one. Short corner. Palmer's running in the box. Oh, another corner. Yeah, they're going to be hard to break down. Charlie, it's all right, mate, innit? I mean, what you'd expect, really. Just need a goal. Silence the haters, because the longer this goes on... 7 corners for England. There we go. I thought it would have been in double digits by now, to be honest. I mean, 7 corners in 17 minutes. Just, England are pushing. Oh, Konza's nearly done really well there. Wasn't expecting him to pick out Konza in the box, though. And Andorra's done well there. Here we go. Madueke's through. Come on then, Madueke. Pick someone out, son. How is Kane? Oh, Kane. How was that not gone in? What on earth's happened there? I need a replay. How's Kane not... So here's Madueke. Oh, is it behind Kane there? Then Jones... Oh my God, how has that not gone in? Oh, it's gone through Kane's legs. Oh, I'm surprised that hasn't gone in. When Greece beat us 2-1 at home, did you think we are going to get second place in the Nations League? I did really, mate. I mean, well, no. Look, I fully expected that England could go to Greece and win. But after the way we performed that night, and the way we performed actually for a lot of the time in the last calendar year, I thought it might have been a big ask, but we went to Greece and battered him, didn't we? With all due respect, if Tuchel gets hate for Andorra, I mean, seriously, people need to grow up. Charlie, mate, that's what happens though, isn't it? There'll be people now. If you're on Twitter, just go on, have a look, and people will be absolutely slating him. The fact that it's 20 minutes in and we're not 5-0 up already. But it don't work like that, does it? You know, put 10 men behind the ball or 11 men behind the ball, and what you're supposed to do, run through players. England look strong, making chances. I know, Carroll. I mean, it went through his legs, didn't it? I thought it'd... Andorra, I'm not going to lie, having a... Oh, damn burn. Having a bit more of the ball in our half than what I'd like. Come on, ref. Yeah, I mean, they look all right. How have we got the corner from that? Sorry, a throw-in from that. Really hopeful long ball across, wasn't it? I mean, look at that. I was sat up there thinking, right, come on then, Madueke. But he's literally got 4 players round him. I mean, the Nations League isn't considered a major trophy, so I think many people expected us to lose against Greece as they are an inferior team who depend on it a lot more. No, mate, honestly, I said this the other day. Any England fan who doesn't rate the Nations League needs their head wobbling. It's a massive trophy. It's huge. For a country like ours who haven't won anything in how long, the Nations League is massive. Absolutely massive. Why are people surprised that that nations with part-timers, Asian League MLS players sitting in? Kane's gone down, but clearly looking for it there. It's another corner. In a cup tournament, very few games where goal difference can make a difference. What I say is half of these people probably don't even coach in football. Let them try it against a low block, then ask them again. I bet they'll say it's not as easy as first thought. I mean, at the end of the day, they're well structured, aren't they? It's a good ball in. They know how to put two lines behind the ball. Simple as that. Switching it up though, like you've got Palmer now out wide. You've got certainly the fullbacks, like the first 2 games under Tuchel, really pushing those forward. Oh, Palmer made a good run then. Oh, he has picked him out. I mean, look. Where's Palmer supposed to go? He's got so many players around him. And you think, well, there must be gaps somewhere, but there isn't because they've got no one up front. Great play from Andorra there. God's sake. I can see how big teams might not care for the Nations Leagues, to be fair. Look, Spain are now in their 3rd successive Nations League final. I can't see any evidence that any of the big teams are taking it less seriously, with the exception of England. And that says it all, given our record. Wharton's not with the under-21s neither. I think he's not going to either. So it's quite surprising actually Wharton hasn't played. Don't know what's going off because he's not in the under-21 squad. Has that not gone out? Dan Burn is all over the place here. And that's why I don't like Dan Burn. He's just a big lump. Come on, Burn. He's not good enough for the ball at his feet, Dan Burn. You can play your under-25s in Nations League. Who are we to slag this off? People have to remember the season we brought in Tuchel was for the big moments in major tournaments and get them over the line. To beat Andorra 20-0, judge him after the World Cup. Oh, yeah, ultimately. But we all know what England fans are like. It'll be judged. I tell you what, it'll be judged if Andorra score here. I wasn't expecting this, but this has come from Dan Burn, this has. Not a fan, but anyway. Here we go from Andorra. It's a good ball in, really, to be fair. Hit that, son. Oh. I don't think it was a bad ball in. Lee Dixon slaying it off, but I think it went a bad ball in. Six attempts for England. How many minutes? 25 minutes in. Bloody hell, ref. If you see, look, Andorra are pushing high, but then there's got to be space in behind. I mean, look, the play Andorra have got 6-7 players in our half here. So where's the space in behind? And they've won the ball back. Good little couple of minutes this for Andorra. Yeah, Senegal you'd expect to be tougher than these, obviously, but a friendly's a friendly, innit? You never know with England, though. I mean, like I said, last year Iceland beat us in a friendly. Right, come on then, Potmer. Stretch him a bit. Madueke is just... that's poor for Madueke, that is. Mane's not in the squad, mate. He was asked not to be included. Finn, England are shocking. Just to think we got to the Euro final in 2024. And the last one, mate. Andorra are 173rd in the FIFA ranking. Yeah, but they're putting all the men behind the ball, mate. It's not about... You know, Andorra, look at all the teams who play San Marino, Andorra's, or the... Not everyone... No one's ever 4-5-0 up with 20 minutes played. It's just... What can you do when they put everybody behind the ball? England have lost the way a little bit in this past couple of minutes. Getting a bit frustrated. Andorra winning the ball back. Just play it long. There's obsession. It's got to go short. Just play it long. If they're doing a high press, there's got to be players in behind here. But Andorra winning the ball back here. Good 5 minutes this from Andorra. I think I'll be saying that tonight. The thing is like this international window. Obviously, it was this window where we sacked off the Nations League 2 years ago against Hungary and weren't arse. But these international windows, England haven't always done the best. They are more difficult after a long season. But England will win tonight, obviously. I think people, as soon as people see the first goal, everyone will chill out. Go on then, Madueke. Go on then, Mad. It's like, if you're going to take someone on, take them on. It's going to be another corner, is it? I don't know what the referee's giving there. No idea. The problem is that Germany were relegated from the Nations League in the first year, but then they changed the groups to expand them to 4 instead of 3 because they realised too many good teams were getting relegated in the first season. England was shocking in that last Nations League. Not the last one, but the one before, where we just, oh my God, woeful. Oh, brilliant play. Go on, Rodgers. Surely here's the chance. Oh, I thought that was it then. I thought we was in. Oh, yeah, it's a great tackle from the Andorran player there. Can we sack Tuchel already, says Slink. Come on, mate. He's not that bad. His 3rd game in. I think he's not helping himself by picking Henderson. I get that. I mean, look at this Andorra here. We will beat Andorra, mate. Honestly, don't you worry. We'll beat Andorra and we'll beat them comfortably. They've just got everyone behind the ball. No, I think Lee Dixon, for the first time in his life, is actually making sense. Andorra are doing a high press. 100% doing a high press. So while they're doing that high press when we've got the ball at the back, that's when we need to get in behind. Now, there's no chance. Because they've just now sat everyone behind the ball. 32 passes for Andorra, 240 for England. It's a ball in from Henderson. Not the best ball. There's Reece James. Come on, Madueke. Just take him on. Don't check back in. Go on. Go on. Oh. Rodgers. Brilliant from Madueke. Madueke's bursting it. Andorra will win 3-0. We will, mate. We'll win. Do you seriously think we're not going to win tonight? Is that what you're saying? Well, the referee's put his hand to his ear, and I don't know what for here. What were they checking for? Oh, they're never a penalty, that. I could have told them that. Oh, is it potential handball? No. Come on. I think he wanted Reece James up then. Rodgers, that's the ball. That's the ball. That's what I mean. When we've got the ball at the back, Andorra are pushing us. That's the point where we need to get in behind. If we're gradually making our way up, you've seen they're getting 20 men behind the ball. Not 20, you know what I mean. They're getting men behind the ball, and we can't get in behind, but they're wanting to press us high up the pitch. Not sure why. That's Andorra, isn't it? Welcome to the channel. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Join the chat if you sat there and you're either frustrated or you're enjoying it. "33 minutes in, and I think if England don't score at half-time, they are going to get criticised. And that's fair. You know, you've got to take the rough with the smooth. It will be disappointing if England haven't scored by the end of this first half. Rodgers has looked good. I've liked Rodgers today so far. Come on, Madueke. That's it. Go on. Well done. Hit that. Bellingham. Good effort. But that's all we've been restricted to at the minute. Long-range efforts. Couple from Bellingham. Yeah, I've liked Madueke and Rodgers today. Yeah, Peter Crouch is class. Got a great record for England. Hiya, Matt's channel. You alright, mate? You can't blame Tuchel as being the problem, Sling. You can't. It's 3 games. I mean, what is the problem? We're fine. Honestly, mate, we are absolutely fine. We'll get the goal. No, I don't think that's a foul. He's trying, isn't he, Madueke? While ITV are advertising the final, because they've decided to put it on free-to-air, I will also be doing a watch-along for the final tomorrow, so if you're around, come and join me tomorrow. 4th one of the week. What a week. Right, so Tuchel's gathering everyone together here. Not quite sure what the replay's showing us there, but... Yes, mate, I'll be at England Senegal. Tuesday night as well is England Shirt Day. Check out my short video. Russell Osborne from the Three Line Podcast is doing England Shirt Day on Tuesday. Everyone's going in England shirts. If you're watching at home, stick your England shirt on. There's a QR code and a link to where you can donate as well. It's in bid of Cancer Research UK alongside the Bobby Moore fund. So get your England shirt on Tuesday is what I'm saying. God Save the King ringing out. England fans are doing the bit. Needs something now, though, doesn't it? I'll be honest with you. Oh, it's a terrible pass. Madueke's done well there. It's a clever ball, though, to Harry Kane. I mean, don't know who Kane's trying to pick out there. Reece James with a fucking awful ball in. Bellingham. Oh. Madueke's done well there. Oh, and Bellingham's done brilliantly there. Go on, Rodgers. Go on, Rodgers. Brilliant play. Oh, there's just too many players in the box, isn't there? Madueke and Rodgers have been good. Palmer's been a bit quiet, hasn't it? But Morgan Rodgers and Madueke have been all right. And that sounds bizarre when we're 0-0 up against 0-0 against Andorra. But They've done all right, considering how many players they've had around him. Great feet from Rodgers, wasn't it? Good ball in. Back to Bellingham. Oh. Nice little play from Bellingham and Rodgers. It's going to take a bit of quality into it because it's two. I mean, to be fair, that's poor from the England players there because Palmer, Kane, and I can't remember who else it was, seemed to all make the same run. No, Charlie, Tuchel isn't the problem. The xenophobia is ridiculous. There would not be the hate if it was Southgate against Andorra. I agree, mate. Well, in fact, no, I still think Southgate would have got hate as well if we were 0-0 down, 0-0 against Andorra 40 minutes in. But I know what you mean. There's no doubt that this is disappointing. If England don't score before half time, it is disappointing. I can't, it is hard to defend as much as I don't think England have done anything wrong and there's 10 men behind the ball and all that lot. Essentially, they've got to find a way, haven't they? These are supposed to be top footballers against not, and you'd expect them to find a way through. Southgate built that reputation up, though, didn't he, with the media? And it's changed ever since. That's been one of the key things to England's success, getting the media back on side after 60 years of it being a bit of them and us. Good ball, this. But Bellingham is where he's supposed to go. Oh. What is Lee Dixon on about? There's no panic, but if this was the second half, there would be a panic, and it was still, well, obviously Lee Dixon. I don't think anyone's done particularly that badly. Oh, Madueke, I thought he was going to... Bellingham's had a good half as well. It's weird, I'm picking out players who arguably have, they played all right. Come on then, Palmer. If you want to win the World Cup, we need to be able to break down Andorra. The problem is that we'll play nobody at the World Cup like Andorra. So, I agree, 100% I agree. But we're not going to have a game anything like this at the World Cup. The sooner Lee Dixon steps down from co-coms, the better. Mate, there's not... Honestly. He's the absolute dogs of commentary, innit? Who will win, Austria or Romania? Austria. I mean, that's a poor header from England at the back here. And again, if this is against a better opposition, we've given the ball away right in our own half here. I'm going to need a drink at half time because this at the minute. Last 10 minutes have been really disappointing. I can't remember any sort of effort England's had in a while now. But a couple of long-range Bellingham efforts. Is that going to go for another corner? Goal kick. I think at the World Cup you'll see the Thomas Tuchel team, says Charlie. Yeah, well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? That's what he's here for at the end of the day. Well, if we get there, we will get there, but we've got to get there yet. I predicted a 1-1, says Darius. I'm assuming that's the Austria game, not this game. Again, this justifies my wish to combine Nations League and the qualifying rounds, reduce number of international breaks and lengthen breaks from 2 to 3 weeks. England have got a big gap if we beat Andorra, but Slink, honestly, mate, we ain't losing tonight. Honestly, I'll do a forfeit. I'm not even joking, but there's no way Andorra are beating England tonight. I'm with you. I'm as frustrated as you are. The fact that we're the end of the first half and we haven't scored a goal. I'm as frustrated as you. Trust me. So yeah, it's crap. If I'm honest with you, it is crap. But don't worry, Carol. 1 minute at a time. Malta-Lithuania happening right now as well, and that game's scoreless also. Of course, FIFA have to deal with UEFA clubs and their commercial interest. Tuchel's, he's going to get criticised, isn't he? No matter what we think, Tuchel's going to get absolutely slated at half time if this is nil. And look, we can all say, I can sit here and defend England all day long, saying there's 11 men behind the ball and it's difficult, and it is. But essentially, there's supposed to be a massive gap between these two, and it's these players' jobs to take them on, find a way around it. And after 45 minutes, you've got to say it's not good enough from England, really, if we can't break this team down. But here's a chance now, Madueke. Well, Bellingham nearly got a flick on there, and that's it. And there's booze. There is booze. Well, half time is 0-0. What do we think? I mean, the ITV comms team saying, look, Tuchel was saying before the game, even Spain struggled to break this team down, and they are going to be difficult, but you've got to have answers, haven't you? You've got to have answers. You've got to understand why, and ultimately you've got to find a way. You've got to find that bit of quality. You've got to produce it. There was definitely booze at the half time there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about everybody else, but I think that's a perfect chance for us all to go and get a drink and relax a bit. England will win this. We will win it. Slink England don't look bothered. What the hell? Bring on Eze, says Carol. Andre, absolute garbage. Booze. No, I can't defend it. It has been a disappointing half. But I'm going to go and get a quick drink. And I will see you all in a couple of minutes. And we'll spend a couple of minutes talking about the half, who's played well, who we think's struggling. I think Palmer's not really got in the game, really, but Madueke and Rodgers have done well. Bellingham's done well. Kane, a bit non-existent, but yeah, it is disappointing, guys. I've got to admit, it is a disappointment, but I'll be back in a couple of minutes, and come on, England. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'll leave this playing so you guys can, have a chat. Back in a mo. How is everyone? Are we all right? Are we chill? Look, I mean, I'm frustrated, definitely, but nobody's played well today. Says Slink. Don't see any improvement from Southgate. No, well, I'd agree with that, but it's only his third game. England plays such boring football. Andy, this has been vaguely just as Bellingham. Charlie, guys, this is Andorra. They're not going to come out and attack like France or Spain, etc. The only reason people are slating Tuchel is because of the nationality of his passport. Josh, well, that was terrible. Gary, catching on beauty sleep after last night's bender. Were you out, mate? Karen Carney, what's she saying? I'm going to have to put my headphones back in. I love how we're playing such exciting attacking football now. The problem Southgate has gone. I said people are going to quickly realise that he wasn't an issue, and this is proving it. I do think Southgate was a problem after 2021, but it takes about 6 international breaks to reform a team's style of play and mentality. The problem is like in games like this, it's the only problem I had with Southgate was, and I love Southgate, I didn't want him to go, but the only problem I have with Southgate is the games where in big tournaments, you're against a Spain, a France, whatever, and you might take the victory, or so you might take the lead and you sit back, or you score an equaliser. It's those moments. I think that's when we're going to see the difference. I think literally, I think you could put any manager in charge of England in games like these against teams like Andorra, and you wouldn't see a difference. Genuinely, I don't know. I genuinely, you wouldn't. I mean, let's be honest. If Pep was managing them now, or Klopp, or just whoever, pick your favourite manager. What can they do? There's 11 men behind the ball. The players have got to find their way round. The manager's setup today isn't the reason why England haven't scored. It's just that lack of quality on the pitch. England shouldn't have got Tuchel in the first place. But that's a different thing, really, whether you agree with it or not. Problem is there's not a huge amount of managers out there, are there? Who would have replaced Southgate? I mean, obviously Lee Carsley was the only obvious other one, but people were slating him after the Greece game. Charlie, I'm just scrolling through X, Gary, and apparently Tuchel is getting booed. Ridiculous, if you ask me. He was. I mean, I don't know if you have you got it on, Charlie. Can you hear I don't know if you can hear the crowd, but the booing was as clear as day, mate. Really, really loud. Mind you, and it's an away game in front of 7,000 England fans instead of 70k plus fans. Andorra don't have the class on the pitch. There's no pace in this team. Swap Palmer for Eze. I've been disappointed with Palmer. He's going to be one player. I'm not going to pin it all on him, but he's one player who I think actually he's not been that great. There's no way you can look at that and think Madueke and Rodgers haven't been trying to do something, but there's 4 men on them every single time they get the ball. 11 men, mate. Let's be honest, mate. It's been a job around the park on both sides. Yeah, I mean, end of the day, the criticism will always, and it's right. I can't disagree with that. I'm criticising them now. England should, whether there's 10 men behind the ball or whatever, 11 men behind the ball, England should be able to find a way through. So it is a problem that we haven't in this first half, but I don't think Tuchel's got any responsibility on this really at all. It's the players, it's literally just attack versus defence. You could set them up in 30,000 different ways. It's looking for that bit of quality from the players on the pitch. Palmer loses the ball too many times. Exactly, but now we have an exciting name as the manager. People want to see it as them just sat behind the ball, but they'll quite happily blame Gareth, though. We need Declan's drive. England should be winning easy games against teams like this, 200 in the world. Yeah, but teams don't, mate. Just look at football now. These aren't, a lot of teams. Like I said, it took Spain, I can't remember how long, but it took Spain at least similar sort of time to break this Andorran team down. I agree, Charlie, mate. People 100% need to. I was disappointed to hear those boos at half time. I really was disappointed to hear those boos. Exactly, mate. His moves the mouth, they move the feet. They are grown men. What I do is bring Eze, Gibbs, White, Rice. I'll be honest with you. I don't think it needs any changes. That's what I feel. I don't think it needs any changes. I think it's there. Maybe move the ball a little bit quicker. I don't understand why when they're pushing as high up the pitch that we're not putting more balls in behind. But I wouldn't make any changes. I'm frustrated about it. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything at the minute. Eze probably does bring that bit of pace. Palmer, like I said, is probably the one who I've been little bit disappointed with in that first half. Gunnar Nathan, are you, mate? I think Andorra is clearly seen from the last games that Tuchel wants this England team to play out wide, push from the wings and stuff like that. And they've literally put 4 men on the wing. Just watch Madueke, Roger. As soon as they get the ball, there's literally 4 members, four members of the Andorran team literally surrounding him. No changes, mate. They just need to give the crowd a good run. Yeah, I wouldn't make any changes. I wouldn't. France only beat Gibraltar 3-0 away and Portugal only beat Liechtenstein 2-0 away. Exactly, mate. Exactly. These results are common. I don't know why people or England fans presume that every other team will be battering these 10-0 by now. They wouldn't, because they don't. Bellingham is done moaning than doing anything of quality. I do worry a bit about Bellingham. I mean, I think Bellingham's had a good half, but sometimes I do agree, Andrew, that when you watch him now, he does seem to just spend these games moaning, doesn't he? If England lose next 2 games, Tuchel should be out. Look, if England lose the next 2 games, we run the risk of not qualifying for the World Cup and he will be out. I mean, the next 2 games, competitive games, is Andorra at home and Serbia away. And that is, the Serbia away, that's the group. If we win in Serbia away, we've won the group. It's as simple as that. Yeah, I think Bellingham's been all right. Another overrated England team. No, they're back-to-back finalists, mate, so they can't be that overrated. Listen, even if we win 1-0, people won't care and look back at this game if we go and win the World Cup. Gunnar says decent first half. I don't know if that's... Do you mean that? Germany beat Liechtenstein 2-0. Yeah, that's what I mean, look, mate. But people don't think of those results. You know, people forget those results or don't know about them. But because it's England, they expect England to be 5-0 up. England mistakes in front of goal. I agree with that. Dan Burn was... I'm not a Dan Burn fan. I mean, if you're getting Andorrans taking the ball off him, I'd be worried about him in a big game. It feels like the last game against Ireland, they played in a low block. Yeah, I mean, what we're missing is that bit of quality, aren't we, Andy? And it's that final ball, it's that, run, it's that seeing that pass a bit earlier. It'll come. Charlie's sick of the constant toxicity. Josh likes to use attitude. How much he cares and wants. Yeah, I mean, the trouble is that sometimes England have missed that little bit of anger and a little bit of bite, haven't they? Quick question: Why England always bottle? Don't know what you mean there, Dan. Don't know if you mean why do England always bottle it, but if I knew that, mate, I'd be the England manager and earning millions of pounds. England don't have the quality. I disagree, Sling. Watch this half, mate. Completely disagree. Harry Kane is not doing enough. I'd agree with that on the first half. I think Palmer and Kane would... I think Madueke, Rogers and Bellingham, happy with. Palmer and Kane from a forward perspective, not so great. Second half, just about to get underway. And we're away. Right, come on then, England. I'll be honest with you. I'm going to start getting really worried if we get to anywhere near 60 minutes and we haven't scored. I really will. Oh my God. Andorra, what the hell's going off here? Oh my God. Not the best start. Not the best start at all. I mean, if he'd have said after everyone's moaning at half time that Andorra would get the first shot at goal in the next half. Yeah, I agree, Crystal. Dan, because you're a 2020 final lost to hope you win group stage. Look, we'll be fine. We'll win tonight and we'll be all right in the World Cup group stage. It's the big game that's going to, the knockout game. Based on this performance, the Senegal game, Tuesday night, is going to be really interesting, isn't it? But look at Andorra. I mean, Bellingham's just been fouled there. They're pressing high. So it's this point now where we've got the ball, move it quicker. Because this is the point where there's got to be spacing behind. If they're pushing high up the pitch, which they are doing, look, there's got to be spacing behind. As we get the ball upfield now, and they just drop back in, that's the space is gone. Lee Dixon's saying about balls over the top as well, but I'm not sure he's on about the same time. Gunnar, we will do, don't worry, mate. It's coming. Next 10 minutes is a goal. Promise you all. Looks a bit like Everton's ground, doesn't it? Everton's new ground, that is. Yeah, but it took them a number of minutes, Mark, to get the first goal. Like it might, and England might still win by 4-5-0 tonight. But the point is, they didn't score within the first 2 minutes. Dominic, I'm not sure, I've been trying to find out if it's actually... I'm pretty sure fans are allowed in. I just think they want drama. But it should be behind closed doors, shouldn't it? 100%. Oh, come on. I think what's disappointing is I'm struggling to remember many times, 47 minutes in, I've actually almost got up off my seat here. Yeah, a lot can happen in an half, can't it, Saf? Christ, we still have to go away to Serbia away. That's it. Like I said, the next game in this group is Andorra at home, so back-to-back Andorra, and so the next international break we have Andorra and then Serbia away, and that's the group. That is the group there. And that will be tough. And that's what annoys me. Everyone's been calling England walking this group for a long time, but Albania and Serbia away from home are going to be tough games. Come on then, Rodgers. He had a good first half, and I'm glad Tuchel hasn't made any changes. It's not a bad ball into Kane, but there's no one there. We're not going to score, are we, if there's not really a press. Madueke is... I thought he'd lost it then. Oh, he's done well there to get the ball in. What is the prediction now? Mate, I'm still going 4-0. 4-0. Right, come on then. There's the ball. There's the ball. Oh, here we go. Kane, get in! There we go, boys. Everyone calm down. There we go. Bit of quick movement. Bish, bash, bosh. And there we go. 1-0. Right, that's it now. Let's get the other 3 or 4 I've predicted. Exactly, Charlie. What a ball that was. This was all about the first ball into Harry Kane here. And who is it? Who's this here? I can't tell. My TV's ready. Who makes that final first ball to Kane? Good play from Madueke, though. Finally. Come on, boys. That's it. And girls. Not sure who's in here, but come on. I said, didn't I? Next 10 minutes, England will score, and we have done. And yeah, I'm now not worried that we're going to get anywhere near 60 minutes and not have scored. But come on now. Free kick to Andorra here, though. Never in doubt. Honestly. That's settled everyone down now, hasn't it? Good early goal in the second half. That'll do nicely, that. I think England, if they work harder, we might make it to the knockout stage. What are the World Cup, mate? We'll get through the group because of the way the groups are working. You've almost got one win and you're through. I think it's almost the top 3 teams at the World Cup will get to the knockouts. We'll get through to the knockout stage, mate. Piss easy. How many free kicks have Andorra had in our half? It has been a bit worrying. Just scarred it out. Tell you what, there is a couple of times today where I think against a better team would have been in a bit of bother here. Merv, England are a poor side. What makes us a poor side, mate? Give me your thoughts. Charlie, I know, mate. Drama, innit? Come on then, everyone. I've put my prediction on the board here. I've gone for 4-0. Well, I've gone for 5-0, I think, in the other one. But what we saying now? Think England will get another 3? Maybe another 4? Oh, God, I remember people moaning in the last Euros, mate. That was handball, that did. Damn bit, I mean. Three 0 says Crystal. I'd take that now. I like Rodgers. I'm going to say this now. I really like Rodgers. Not the best pass, though. Commentator's curse there. They're not, Charlie. You're right, mate. They ain't scoring, are they? So that's it. We've won the game. Like everyone knew we would. So everyone calm down, chill out. It is what it is now. Oh, that was a push. What a stupid thing to do for the Andorran player. Gunner. Andorra ain't scoring. Come on. And they're not. You can't stick 3 casual 3-1 out. England fans have done all brilliant tonight. Singing all the way through. Come on then, boys. Let's get another. Loads of room for Madueke here. Is that handball? Oh, he's done well. It's a good ball in. Come on, Bellingham. Come on, Bellingham. I mean, look at this, though, look. How many players? Yeah, there's just too many men. Too many men to get through. Eze's warming up, apparently. They're trying to move it quicker, look. No one's holding on to it for very long at all, but it's just... Where's the gaps? Palmer and Byrne fetched them off. I'm not a Byrne fan. Palmer's not had a good half. I would like to see Palmer come off now. What the fucking hell is Pickford doing? What's he doing? Was he bored? What was all that about? Oh my God. He was clearly bored, wasn't he then? Just come driving off screen with a shit header. It nearly spooned off his head. Good ball, Madueke. He's our main threat, isn't he? I know, what was all that about? I need to see a replay of that. Just fucking random Pickford outburst from nowhere. He's like, nah, sod this. It's too comfortable, everyone. Let's mess this up. I had no idea what he was doing. He's hilarious, though. Where is he now? Jesus. I love Pickford, but that was random as hell, that. It was Curtis Jones with the initial ball to Harry Kane. That's the ball that set that goal up. It had Andorra turning themselves inside out. When England play Spain or France, Tuchel will pair Konza and Gay. Yeah, I think so. Here's Palmer. 6 attempts on target for England. Not great, is it? Send Pickford up to play with the rest of them. There's some entertainment. He might even score. All I can put it down to is for some reason he wanted to touch the ball. Because that was just wild out of nowhere. Look at Andorra here. They're in the box. For some reason, did anybody else have the heart in their mouth a little bit? And I saw that great lump, Dan Burn, coming into the back of him, and I was half thinking he's going to take him out here. But look, Andorra again, they're pushing high, so where's the space in behind? There must be space in behind. There's 6 Andorran players in this picture. So there's got to be a ball over the top. And so where's the wingers there? I think that's where England can play better. If they're pushing high, you pass round them. You use your quality to play round them or put that ball in behind and you're in. I think that's where I'm most disappointed with England today. They're playing that high line and we can't seem to play round it. Here we go. What the fuck from Kane? I mean, it's a good effort, but I don't think that was the best idea, that. That was really casual, that, from Kane. Oh, come on, Kane. What was that? Was he trying to pick the player out, do you think? Those bloody horns in the crowd. I've got my volume turned right down. Kane, what a ball. What a ball. But there's no one in the box. Go on, Madueke! Oh, been our best player tonight. Today, whatever you want to call it. Madueke. Honestly, I'm not a Burn fan. I am not a Burn fan at all. You know, if you want height and stuff like that and strength, get Branthwaite on or someone. At least they've got a bit of legs about him. I think Rodgers and Madueke, I keep going on about it. Rodgers and Madueke, good performances tonight. See, if I knew anything about Andorran football now, I'd love to know what changes they're making. Are they going for the equaliser? Two subs for England, Trent and Eze. Interesting to see who brings him on for here. Good ball to Palmer, that is. Nice little pick up. Palmer, a bit behind for Madueke there. Yeah, I think he is, Carroll. I think you'll see him now, actually. Now the keeper's down. Here we go then. Eze and Arnold on. Who's coming off? Cole Palmer. I think that's quite... Okay, so they're quite interesting. Henderson's off and Arnold on. And Palmer off. And I think that's quite interesting that Palmer's the one he's taken off. And it does reflect that he's bringing off the weaker player here. And he probably wants... So who's going to play where then? Is Trent now a holding midfielder? Bellingham the roller. I think you did, Andy. Leave some creativity coming up. Yeah, I'm happy with those subs. The right subs for me. He has been poor, Charlie, which is disappointing because he's arguably one of England's best players. Well, he's right up there with one of England's best players on his day, but he has been poor tonight. In comparison to Madueke and Rodgers, who've been much more in the game, he has been poor. Palmer looked a star for England in the first few appearances, but lately he's been poor. Palmer looks very red. Carroll, honestly, I look at Palmer now. Is it just me? He looks absolutely knackered. I thought that at the end of the European final. The poor lad looks like he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. I've thought that a few times about him. Maybe it's just his face, but he does look absolutely knackered. I think that'll be was that handball? I think they'll be popular subs. They will. Pickford, Jesus Christ. Referee? Go on then. We're in here. Referee, come on. Corner. I think there was about 3 or 4 fouls in the build-up to that play. We're not winning the World Cup playing like this. Thing is, you don't have to. You don't knock out football, mate. You don't even have to play good football. You'd expect a good ball in from Trent here. That's what he definitely does bring. Set pieces, so... Ooh. Try to pick out Bellingham. Here's Madueke with the ball. No, it's... Ooh, corner again. Come on, England, get a second. I can't believe how poor we are from corners and set pieces now, you know, considering how good we used to be. Been saying this for the past 12 to 18 months. Someone's on the arse. Oh, and you knew the ref would blow up. I don't think the ref even knows what he's given there. Because he didn't blow initially. Ridiculous. We're so poor, though, from set pieces up. We don't look like scoring from a corner at all. Palmer looks furious. I'm really fed up. Well, their keeper just kicked it straight out. I gave up an afternoon to watch this, mate. This is following England, isn't it? We love it, but it's all worth it. It's nights like this. Oh, Dortmund winger Jamie Gittins has accepted a deal with Chelsea. So Chelsea are signing another top English player. I might become a Chelsea fan, you know. They're mad. Like, they're literally... Chelsea could be building England's World Cup squad this rate. Right, come on. Another corner. And again, we're shit at corners. Let's create something. I mean, how many corners we had tonight? I can't think of one opportunity. Keeper's made a bit of a mess of it, though. Goal kick. Another corner. Nothing from it. I read something the other day that apparently if we win this game without conceding a goal, then Tuchel will become only the 5th ever manager to win his first 3 without conceding a goal. Interesting statistic. Looking at the 3 games we've had there, you'd have expected that, wouldn't you? Oh, God, this is dragging now, this half. Come on, England. So Jones is definitely in holding midfield now. Or in midfield by the looks of it. It's poor from Alexander-Arnold. Here we go. Oh, move it quicker. No. Flaming hell. Oh. Tuchel's trying to give him a kick up the arse here because England do look half asleep. And I think they're putting half the fan base asleep at this rate. It's good play. What a ball. Great ball to Kane. Kane with a great pull back. But two people have played the same run. I'm pretty sure Eze and Bellingham have both played the same run then into the centre of the box. One has to drop deep, one has to go deep into the and make a commitment. It is slow. Oh, the Club World Cup's going to be... I mean, I'm not going to watch it, but it's going to be horrendous. Mickey Mouse tournament. Yeah, he's been all right, Curtis Jones. Charlie's aiming to become the fifth Three Lions manager to win their first 3 games following Ron Greenwood, Glenn Hoddle, Sven Goran Eriksson and Fabio Capello. Very interesting stats. It's quite a short list, isn't it, that? Only one to do it without conceding a goal. I think he's going to do it. But I think it just shows you how far England have come. People will still be very disappointed if this stays 1-0. I mean, it's not how far we've come. It's not a good enough result, 1-0. Brilliant. Oh. Eze with the header. Madueke is just country mile. Best player on pitch. And I'm glad he's back in because Tuchel took him out the squad. And you would argue under Lee Carsley, who is probably the best player under Lee Carsley as well. It's a good save from the keeper, that is. But he should score. I copied and pasted it off TalkSport website. Just fell asleep, it may bring... Did that go out? Yeah, flaming hell. I just fell asleep. It may be boring, but a win is a win. Evening, Gary, hope you are. I'm good, mate. Hope you are too. Come on, England. We do need another one here, don't we? Even I'm going to be bloody struggling to justify this. Yeah, we will get an honest press conference from him. He will call them out, won't he? I mean, he did it in the last game. He'll be like, yeah, we're shit. He will do that. "15 minutes to go, 1-0 up against Andorra." Jesus. I'll be honest with you, even I'm struggling to make this fully positive. I really am. Put Garrett, mate, honestly, stick me on. I'll run my little heart out, mate. Tuchel won't be happy with this, and no doubt he will bench Palmer for Tuesday just to send a message. Well, he's got it, hasn't he? I think that would be wise. Bosnia only beat San Marino 1-0 today. Yeah, we've had that one earlier, but don't make us feel any better. Andorra the Explorer. Right, come on now. Oh. At least Rodgers is trying something, but Jesus, look at this here. Shit. 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 Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie. Bloody hell, my ticker were going then. What the hell happened there? 532 passes for England, 83 for Andorra. Imagine if we'd have conceded then. We need a second. Come on. I can't believe I'm saying this. 50. This is... Look, 76 minutes in. It's a poor performance. 1-0, it's shit. I mean, They were in. They were in then. Oh, it's a terrible ball into Madueke. Too straight. It's just showing this replay here. I mean, look at that. There's barely... I mean, Dan Burns sliding around like his... Dan Burns not good enough. I'm telling you now. He ain't good enough. Dan Burn is not a part of changing of the guard. Nice to see Jordan and Uzbekistan qualify for the first World Cups. Yeah, there'll be a few more qualifying for the first World Cups this next year. Yeah, I'd love to see both of them in England's group. So, yeah, welcome Jordan and Uzbekistan. Come on, man. I can't be doing with all the England hatred and the moaning if it stays at 1-0. For God's sake. Oh, it's a terrible ball. Kane hasn't even made that run. It's getting... Robert, it's getting worse. This is shit at the minute. Absolutely awful performance from England. Reece, Palmer, Burn, or shocking. Why not start Lewis Skelly at left back? Yeah, Lewis Skelly should have been started. And why not bring Wharton on a start and start him? Wharton's not even in the squad, mate, I don't think, is he? Unless he's been brought up to the squad. Because he wasn't initially named in the England squad. And he's not in the 21 squad. So as far as I know, Wharton's not... You know, he's not in. Yeah, and he's not. Right, come on then, James. Get the ball in. Madueke, ball in. Oh, no, it's Eze. Kane's fallen over, but he's slipped. It's an awful performance, Carroll. Absolutely awful. I'd take them to end the match at 80 minutes. I mean, they're putting up the possession stats and passing stats and all this. Like, just come on. Great ball. Great ball. Referee. Free kick. The thing is, right, if someone pings this in, people are going to still be a bit like, we've scored one goal from open play. There's Reece James, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's taking this then. At least the Speedway was clash yesterday. Up the Pool Pirates. Don't know much about that, mate, but it sounds like you've had fun. Rodgers is coming off, and I think played well. I think Rodgers has done himself no harm, despite only being 1-0 and he was an attacking player tonight. He's done well tonight, Rodgers. He's looked a pain in the arse. Imagine him with a little bit more space. Not as many players. Gordon is off. Jones is off as well. Gordon and Rice are on. Last 10 minutes. In time where we will great appreciate that, mate. Certain people will. I think there's a huge fan base out there that loves Southgate. Absolutely adore him. I'm one of them. I mean, a free kick goal would be nice, but it is a little bit papering over the cracks here, isn't it? We shouldn't be relying on a free kick to go 2-0 up against Andorra, but bloody hell, I had to rush my tea and everything for this game. It's been an absolute shit show. I love it. Right, come on then. Who's on this? Trent and Reece James. It looks like Reece James is going to take this, though. Trent's not facing. He's not got the right run up. I suppose it's on. Mind you, Declan Rice probably should take it, shouldn't he, after the Champions League? Here we go. Reece James. Oh my God. I mean, that was over as soon as like the second it touched his toe. That was like he'd used a golf club, not his foot. Oh, that was so bad. I appreciate Southgate for bringing the passion back with watching England after the Roy Hodgson years. A World Cup semi-final, Nations League third place in 2 consecutive years. Yeah, no, you can't. Southgate's been class, mate. Reece James has been awful. I don't think he's been awful, but that was shocking. Might start up playing Mario Kart. Stick it on, mate. Keep the game on, though. This is one of those massively forgetful nights, isn't it? Watching England in a World Cup qualification campaign, or friendly, or whatever you want to call it. No one's going to remember this. It'll be one of them in about 2-3 years' time. Someone will be like, remember when we only beat Andorra 1-0? And everyone will be like, oh shit, yeah. I'll be honest with you, after that first goal, after the goal early in the second half, we haven't seen anything, have we? Watching England is like putting on the lottery. You think you'll see something special, but it never happens. No, it does happen, mate. We've had some special nights over the past few years. Had we beaten France in 2002 World Cup, we would have been... Oh, don't, Ricky. Don't, mate. I know. Without Kane's goals, England are totally finished. I won't agree with that. Someone else would have been getting on... Oh, what ball is that? Quite quiet at the minute because there's not a lot to say with this drivel. This is poor. The one about the Serbia game, and obviously Serbia have deliberately put the England away game not in Belgrade because they want to make it as hostile as possible and as difficult for England fans to get to as possible. It definitely is the group. I mean, depending on the result tonight between Serbia and Albania, we could do with them drawing really to more or less take the pressure off that game. But next international window is in September, and like I said, it's Andorra at home, which is a win, but Serbia away is the group. Particularly if Serbia win tonight, that decides who tops it. Yeah, I am a bit worried about Senegal now, mate. I'm with you. I mean, the trouble is though, it's the end of a long season. The England players, it's not the first time they've rocked up at this time of the year and put in a half-rate performance, is it? I think footballers do forget though they are entertainers. You know, they might, even though they might be very well paid, they are in the entertainment business, and I do think they forget that. And this is not entertaining. And what the fuck is that? Oh my god! I keep looking at my screen and I can't believe I've only got 1-0 written down. Jesus Christ. Let's have a quick look online. I've not looked. I mean, I know exactly what's going to be said. My father-in-law messaged me. I understand people are not happy with this performance, but it's not fair to blame. It's not fair to blame Tuchel. I mean, you've got to blame everybody. The reality is, I wouldn't say it's unfair to blame. It's unfair to solely blame him. But ultimately, this England camp is a camp. You know, there's the manager, the players, they're all involved, and all of them need the blame. Absolutely, and the players won't get it. You know, don't get me wrong. I've not had a look online, but I guarantee you now, all the hate will be for Tuchel and not really for the players at all. Gibbs White's coming on. I don't understand bringing a player on, and you know, if you want to see him, see him. Give him 10 minutes at least. It's not just Tuchel who does that, by the way. Everyone, I just don't understand bringing players on with 3 minutes to go. The usual England latest will be online, but after this, we deserve it. I agree. Sack Tuchel and bring in Mourinho in before World Cup. It's our last year. I mean, Jesus, if you want to see defensive football, they've seen nothing with Gareth Southgate if you bring Mourinho in. Oh, Rice. Sums up the night. Oh, here we go. We've won it back. Eze. Who's out wide? No one. It was supposed to be Eze or Trent. Trent's now drifted out there. But it's no good getting there and playing it back inside. Going, take a player on. Take someone on him. Try and create something. There's boos ringing out. You can hear him. They're saying Gibbs White's about to be introduced, but I don't think he's going to get on the pitch. I don't want Bernard Henderson on the pitch. I'd agree with that. I would agree with that. I'll be honest with you, though, under Southgate, we were breaking, even though teams did this against us, we broke these teams down before, much better than this. You can't deny that. Everything is so safe. There's no risk taking the usual try. It is like Gordon's got the ball, then we're not creating anything because no one's taking anyone on. I mean, you've got Andorrans cheering now. I mean, Dan Burn here, look. I just don't trust him at all. Fucking hell. Imagine if Andorra nicked something here. This'll be it. The honeymoon's fucking well and truly over here. I can't believe I'm on 90 minutes and I've got a 3% worry that Andorra might nick an equaliser. Is the added time? Not seen anything. 3 minutes. Bellingham off. One of the worst performances, or most boring performances, and that's saying something. Given the caliber of opposition, this is right up there. One of the worst performances, most boring. There's going to be boos at full time. Yeah, I mean, under Southgate, we would probably, might get to 30, 40 minutes with them, we might nick a goal, then we'd break and we'd run off, 3, 4, 5-0, but he does love the Chelsea lads. I'd given up hope of winning the World Cup. Don't, mate. Come on, don't worry. This has no bearing on the World Cup. This game has no bearing on the World Cup. Just someone take the ball off Dan Burn. Fucking hell. What are we doing here? Look, they're pushing up against us. I am so disappointed how England have coped and how England have countered their high press. We've not taken advantage of it at all. I mean, look at this. They're pushing for the equaliser. I can't believe this. What is going off? The Andorra supporters and players thought... I mean, the keeper was up for it then, wasn't he? Look at that. They definitely... They pushed players forward for an equaliser. It's a great ball in. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Just blow the full-time whistle, ref. That's it. Listen to the boos. Oh. Madueke's deserved a goal. He's the only player. I mean, he's a standout tonight, but wow. I mean, we'll hang about for a bit. I'm not gonna delay everyone's pain here because that was crap. But we'll just have 5 minutes discussing any positives. Are there any positives? I need to stop the timer. Hang on. Passing the test. What are they on about? That was crap. That was so bad. That was so bad. No, thank you, Charlie. Thank you for joining and contributing, mate. Great to have you on. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I've been buzzing for this because I did the live streams earlier in the week for the Nations League and I thought, yeah, I'm going to get an England game and we're going to see some goals and see some players, see the system. And they've just completely zapped the life out of me. Completely zapped the life. I'm even more glad I've streamed this and had you guys here to talk to and stuff like that because if I was watching that on my own, I'd have fell asleep. He needs to, Charlie, doesn't he? It was embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. I just can't believe how bad that was. 1-0. Look at that. It's on my screen. I can't believe I'm looking at it on my screen now. Andorra 0, England 1. I mean, if you're Serbia now, mate, honestly, I'm haggard after that 90 minutes. Ulfric, you're right, but thank you, mate. Thank you for your comment. If you're Serbia now, you're looking at that and thinking, right, press them high. They don't know how to play around us. They won't know how to play out the back. Just fill the wings up with defenders, double up on the wingers, and that's it. You're nicking a draw at the very least. Oh, that was so bad. That was so bad. Someone give me some optimism. Yes, we won, but Jesus. Madueke is a positive. Madueke is a positive. Rodgers was a positive. A man very early, very, very early in his England career. He was a positive tonight. Bellingham's better. I mean, I'm not picking Bellingham out. We expect Bellingham to be a positive. Disappointments, though, is Palmer. Burn. I mean, let's be real now. Burn sometimes looks shaky against Andorra tonight. And that's, for me, Burn and Palmer, I mean, particularly Burn, is in doubt for me. Duke will make sure we're ready for the World Cup. Don't lose your heads. It seems like his job's bigger than what we probably thought it was going to be, though, at the minute. That was so bad. That was really, really bad. I don't know what to say. I mean, look, we have won. We have won. Tuesday, hopefully, is going to make us feel a bit better. And it's probably going to be one of those where we reflect back on it. It's just one of those nights. They put players behind the ball. It's the end of the season. It's a competitive game, but whatever. Tuesday's going to be a big test now. Friendly against Senegal. A team who we comfortably beat in the World Cup a few years back. But playing like that, Senegal will turn us over, won't they? The optimism is that Dan Burn should surely not start at the World Cup. 100%. Not even on the plane, mate. Considering what the defenders we've got, Colwill, Gahey, Branthwaite, Maguire, Stones, I don't think he should even be in the squad. Gary Ray, England 1-0, no chance against Senegal. Well, hopefully we'll see a better improvement, mate, back at home against Senegal. Starting Jones at right back was mad. He offers no overlap. Yeah, it's not Jones' fault. I mean, starting Jones at right back is a really odd one, considering the right backs we have got on the pitch, or in the squad, sorry. But thanks again for the stream. I'm going to head off, but thank you, mate. Good. Yeah, no worries, mate. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there because I'm incredibly disappointed. Tuesday night. So Tuesday night, if you're at the City Ground, let me know. Hopefully bump into you. Say hello if you see me, by the way. Great to meet anybody who watches the channel. Remember, it's England Shirt Day next Tuesday. Wear your England shirt with pride. Whether you go into the game or not, wear your England shirt. Thank you all so much for watching. And I'll see you on my next video. England versus Senegal preview video coming tomorrow, by the way. My prediction video is coming tomorrow. Cheers, guys. Have a good one.